Evening, everyone. It's Tuesday evening, about 6:30, and this is your closing comment. It is video number 880. And as always, I remind you, please hit that subscribe button and the notification button, and you will not miss any of it. Okay, so this is going to be a little shorter than normal tonight because, for some reason, the E-Trade platform and the Wall Street Journal diary are both down. I have no idea what it's about. The bill is paid, but I don't have the market internals, the up to down volume, the up to down number of stocks, etc. So let's just get started. The Dow opened up a little, tried to rally, and then moved lower. If you recall, in this morning's video, I was showing you a intraday chart on the S&P, and I'll just take you back a bit. Excuse me. And we were looking at this area where we were right in here this morning. Let's see. I take it back. Sorry. We were right in here because the entire chart is moved over. In any event, we were looking right in this area, 8:25 in the morning, and I was saying that I thought that we were going to break to the downside. And if we broke this area, I would be looking for some support at 43.65. And I converted that also to the SPY in the 436 area. In any event, what we had was a cascading sell-off, the low for the day of which was 43.65 and a quarter. It's just dumb luck, believe me. I'm not that good. I don't think anybody's that good to be able to give you those kind of ideas. But coming into that, we sold half of our puts at $1.40, and we rallied back up a little and came back down. And when we hit 46.85, I did something really unusual, which is I used a market order. And we got executions in the $1.40, $1.46, $1.48, $1.50 area, all here. And we never looked back. I did not reverse the position. That's not my style. But those options that we paid 78 to 80 cents, 81 cents for yesterday, we sold at $1.40 and then as I said, $1.46 to $1.50 and change, and they closed at a dime. So I can't do much better than that. And again, I'm not that good. Nobody is that good. Okay, so the Dow turned back to the upside and finished the day near the highs, up 278. So it was up 165 overnight. When it opened, it was only up about 70. It tried to rally, came back down to the downside big time, at which point we were out. And as I said, we closed up 278 and change. So a big swing on the day. I wish I could see the market internals. The NASDAQ was up only 80, and that was a little over 0.5%. The S&P, which opened up about 10, then went down about 25, actually turned back up and closed up 35.99 or 0.8%. The Russell was the laggard, up $8.09, just 0.37%. And the biggest winner was the lowly and often running well behind transports, the Dow Jones transports, up 209.15 or almost 1.5%. Individual stocks, we had Ralph Lauren with a beat. A nice beat. Stock is 125.14, up $7.15 or 6.06%. and that is a pre-pandemic high. We had ON Semiconductor, which I mentioned last night and again this morning, closed yesterday 43.64, up 458 or 11.75%. Continued higher today and closed up another 4% at 45.38, up 174. Yesterday we also had a big decline in global payments. This kind of surprises me because all of the payment stocks have been so strong. Global missed on their earnings, and the stock yesterday closed 170, 179, down 21.62 or 11.8%. And today continued lower, trading down as low as 164.79 and currently trading 169.57, down 222. Lyft was kind of interesting tonight. They reported the stock was down, followed by up, followed by down. It closed regular trading 55.38, down 62 cents. Then on the numbers, rallied as high as 60.35. So it rallied $5, only to turn right back around. And the last is 55.48, and that's up a dime. And Pfizer was had a particularly good day. It's hard to move a stock the size of Pfizer. It closed 45.93, up $1.97 or 4.5%. And one of my all-time favorites, LUMN, LUMN, which is the old Century Cell, CTL. I've been in this stock literally for years. I bought it originally for its $2.16 dividend, and received probably 2 or 3 years worth of that. And I think my average cost was about $16. Then they cut the dividend and the stock came down. It still pays $1. It closed today $12.75, up 21 cents, and they reported, and the report was a beat on earnings, a little light on revenues. And this company has continuously been talking about the fact that they are discontinuing their low margin business. So revenues are going to suffer. But they constantly beat the earnings because they're doing more business in better margin areas. They're also going to be selling off a couple of pieces of the company to Apollo. And when the news came out, the stock traded as high as $13.88, and just like Lyft, came all the way back down to $12.50, down 4 cents on the day, and down a quarter from the regular hours close. So there you have it. Oil was down 70 cents. The gold was down again today. I'm going to show you the gold because I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm still very hopeful in it. And that is not a word I generally use. It's not that I'm hopeful that it's going to go higher. It's just that, as I've always said, I like when something comes down and makes a bottom and then consolidates above that bottom. And we did that here, and we ran up. We came back down and rode this 20-day moving average. And we continue to do that. So we consolidated here between 1810 and 1790. Now the lows for the last 4 or 5 days are all in that 1808 to 1810 area. So it hasn't broken down, and my feeling is it's going to resolve to the upside. Bitcoin was down 12.15, finished a little closer to the low than the high. The bonds were up 1/8 of a point, and the US dollar was up 2 cents. So because I can't give you all the internals, that's it for tonight. I'll be back first thing in the morning. Have a good evening, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.